Welcome back to Digger Detecting, everybody. Welcome also to a brand new permission, and a super exciting one at that. I have not filmed anything just yet. However, we are on our second day hunting here, and we've had some great finds. So the first day hunting here, it was all about the cow tags. Not too many coins, or not any coins at all. Just a lot of the old wonderful registration common cow tags, which some will have seen I've dug up in the past. So look, just here this morning, once again back for round two. The first target to come out, good target, was the old cow tag, followed by another not too far away around the other side of the house. And not to mention, we've had a bit of a poke around in the house here, looking under the floorboards, and one of the first things we spotted near the fireplace was a wonderful old little Bennington marble, a little glazed marble. So how cool, a German handmade little glazed marble from about the 1870s, so showing some really good age to this site. We've also got a few other pieces there, the old suitcase lock, or face lock I should say, a few pennies, a few other 2-cent coins, nothing too special. But look, Andrew's also been on a run of luck too. He's poking around the side with the Equinox 800, we're still on the Equinox 900, and Andrew has also snagged himself a cow tag as well. Not only one last week, but he also got another one just this morning. So look, we're going to get round to Andrew and show you a bit of a look at what he's got, his cow tag also, because it is a ripper and it is a design that I've never ever found myself. So quite a rare one at that, and a low number, which is even better. But look, we're going to start this video off just quickly also showing what we just found there. We've just finished lunch and we're back on the detectors, and as you can hear, well, as you can hear, the pinpointers going off there. But look, we just sort of found this coin and we walked away quickly, knowing that we were going to come back and film it and shoot the introduction showing off this guy and everything else that we've found this morning. So 1910, a little sixpence there, in quite nice condition once the camera focuses. There he goes. So quite nice condition, a little sixpence there. What a cracker. We're having a killer a day. So let's go put this with the rest of our items from this morning. Let's keep going, and as I said, a little bit later on we'll get round to see Andrew and his wonderful cow tag that he's got also. So awesome. And look, we might even give a quick run through the house there a little bit later, because that is quite interesting as well to show off. So not much to see, but it's still cool to walk through and give you guys a look. So anyway, onwards we go to that next target. So while I'm blocking the wind with my back, we're going to give this next target a dig and show you a look at what he is. He's got a nice high tone there, and he's a very short pinpointing diameter, which to me sounds like it could be a coin. What I'm going to do too quickly, while we dig this target out, just explain how we got onto this wonderful old house permission. It's a little bit windy behind me, however I will spin you around, and now we're at the front of the house, and give you a bit of a look. So there he is, and you can also see Andrew over there trying to look for that next cow tag. So hope he finds one. Anyway, just funnily enough though, we were chasing down an old race course, Andrew and myself, and Andrew thought he knew who owned the land, a local shop owner in town here. So we went into the shop and seen the bloke there. He was fascinated with the history that I showed him, doing the overlays there, and showing him all the old allotment maps and research. And funnily enough, we worked out it was not his land. So a bit of a shame. We're actually talking to the wrong bloke there, about the wrong area to detect. So we need to go knock on someone else's door. But that's okay, because when we were in there, whilst I was talking to Brian, the shop owner, Andrew started talking to a lady named Helen, who walked in to buy some stuff from the shop. And Helen overheard what we were talking about, and she said, look, I've got an old house site. You're most welcome to go check it out, you and your son-in-law. See what you can find. That's not our target. That can't be our target. So look, long story short, here we are. We did not hit on the right. We did not speak to the right man for the race course. However, we did get ourselves onto this new house site permission, which has just been a ripper so far. So, and as I said, we're going to run you through a look very soon and show you inside. Let's see what's going on with this target though. Bit of a funny one. He might have just been a false signal, because as you've seen, we pulled that bit of rust out of there. We're not getting anything else. So we're going to fill that hole in, shut him over, and see if the target's still there. If not, we're going to move on to that next, a nice sounding signal. Well, we're still outside of the front of the house here, and we're just humming along for that next target, the next high signal, the ones that I'm trying to chase when attacking the coins and the relics. And look at that, we've got a penny and it is sitting on the surface. I just stuck the shovel in thinking, well, this is not a very deep target. However, I did not think he was sitting on the surface like that. Isn't that crazy? So let me just take the shovel out of there. Let's show you exactly what it was like. He was flipped over down there, and we'll fold the plug down just like that. So there we go. If we pull that grass apart, we can see exactly where that coin was. And as I said, I just stuck the shovel in, went like that, and bingo, we've got an old Commonwealth 1 penny. Isn't that amazing? So 70, 80-year-old coin sitting there on the surface, literally amazing. Maybe the cows have brought him up. And when it's very wet and muddy, if the cow sort of stands there and pushes a hole down in with his hoof, chances are whatever's beside it, it may come up out of the ground. And that's probably what's happened with this guy. 1911, wow. There you go, a little bit older than what I thought. So that is awesome. Another coin into the collection, not a cow tag, however, oh, get in there pouch. Get into the pouch, I should say. Have another coin, which is awesome. So let's keep humming around the front of the house site. Hey Andrew, any more cow tags? No, damn. Only the one. Well, he's on a mission to find the next anyway. Good on him. Well, we were just saying how we like to chase the high signals when we're out hunting for the coins and relics, especially at these old house sites. They can be super trashy. So if you come here with the horseshoe button on and you intend to dig everything, well, you'll be here till midnight and you probably won't take much good stuff home, just a lot of rubbish. If you intend to dig the high signals though, this is what you come out with. A lot of the brass, copper, and even the alloy items. Sometimes you get the old antennas up on the roof snapping off and falling down into the ground. So they can be a little bit of rubbish, things that you don't really want to dig. However, the old brass plates, cow tags, copper coins, silver coins, they all come in at the high numbers, and ideally that is what I chase and cherry pick when at these old sites. So look, not a cow tag, that one. He was nearly a cow tag, and he rang up at a nice high number, giving it 80, 89, 90, even a 91 on the screen. I just yelled out to Andrew, we may be onto our next cow tag, and he thinks he's onto the next one too. We're going to get over and have a look. If not, we're going to keep on going and see if we can find that next coin. Well, we're just walking over to Andrew to check out what he's found for his next target, and he was ideally looking for that cow tag, as you can remember. He's got one, which we have not seen yet. You've got him hiding up in the top pocket, haven't you? Yeah. Keeping him safe. Don't lose him again. No. So look, we don't have a cow tag for Andrew this time. However, what did he say? GT40? Yeah, GT40. So that's a Ford, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, I don't want that. I only want Holdens, mate. I'm a Holden man. Yeah, that's right. So Ford versus Holden. There we go. Very, very cool. That's funny too, because look, when Andrew's daughter Helena, when I first started dating her, Andrew is a Ford man through and through, and I'm a Holden man through and through. So you can only imagine the rivalry that took place to begin with, you know. G'day Andrew, nice to meet you. I'm dating your daughter, and you're a Ford man, are you? Well, I'm a Holden man. It's surprised that we're even friends, Andrew. How have we got along for 11 years? Yeah, must be enjoying the hobby of detecting, mate. Yeah, so awesome, well done, well done. Not a cow tag, but an awesome GT40 toy car. So while we're still off the detector, I might just give you a quick run through of the old house here. Me, Andrew and Cohen were just standing here talking, and this must have been a back bedroom or a front bedroom, I'm not sure. But look, what we're looking at here is the front of the house. Around the back, well, that's the back of the house. So let's go through. It's either going to be the front door here, and I know it does not make much sense having a front door leading into a laundry. However, there's been a lot of alterations and renovations done to this house over the years that we can see. So we don't know what's Ridgy did, what's Ridgy did original, and what has been changed. So that could have even been the front door. But anyway, look, let's just presume we're going through the front door here. Knock, knock, knock. Can we come in? That's a cool old door too. Very cool. So look, back into the little laundry boot room here, probably where you took your shoes off and your dirty clothes and wash your hands with a bit of hot water. Even the little stove down there is very cool. One of the first things that I noticed when coming here the other week. So very, very awesome. And then you would have walked through into the hallway. And as I said, that possibly would have been the original front entryway. However, as I said, it's had a lot of renovations, and that has been a back bedroom added on. So, and we can account for that too, because Andrew knows someone who used to actually rent this place out and live here. And Andrew got speaking to him and said, what was out the back, mate? And he said, oh, that was a bedroom. So the old bathroom, as you can see, has still got the basin and the bath, which is really cool, and they are quite collectible. You see them at marketplaces all the time. They're generally a couple of $100 on them, and people buy them and do them up and even re-renovate their old houses. So amazing. Let's go down the hallway now. As you can see, we do not have much of a roof intact at all, so a lot of the floorboards are fallen away and rotted away. So pretty cool. We have been having a bit of a look around underneath the floorboards too. We were clearing a bit of the flooring away and see if we could look underneath and spot a wee little marble. And that's where we got that little Bennington from before, over in the corner there in the back. And as you can see, look, we're not going to do any damage. This house is going to have a match flicked in it at one stage, so no damage can really be done much further. So just walk past there quickly. That is another bedroom, so bedroom number 2. And now let's go back down the hallway. And this would have been a lounge room, obviously, a little sitting room, dining room, and the Bennington marble come from over in the corner there. A good tip to remember, if you're looking for the marbles under the floorboards, you can get access in the corner of the rooms is the best place to start. Because as I explained to Cohen and Andrew before, you can imagine a dad sitting over there retired for the evening with his pipe in his hand, reading his daily newspaper, and the kids would have had to be out of sight, out of mind, playing with their marbles off in the corner of the room, keeping warm with the fire here. So always something to keep in mind. Looking for the old marbles, bottles, coins and what have you. In doorways is a great area because it's a high traffic point, and not only that, in the corners of the rooms where the kids would have been sitting quietly and playing. So another sitting dining room in here. It's not the biggest house, as you can see. That door leads outside, so that's a back door, and we're not going to go through that though. We're going to walk you back through the dining sitting room and out the proper back door. Oh, another nice door. Pity about the rot in the wood. So out to the back where we started off the introduction video there this morning, where we've got the lunch bag, and that's pretty much it. That's the whole house inside to out. And as you can see, there's been a lot of alterations, as I said there once before. That would have been the original outside exterior of the house. They've then added on this extra back bedroom, as you can see. So, and this would have been a whole wall running across here, just a window in front of us that we just walk through, and we just walk through it again. One more thing I just want to show quickly, which Andrew spotted and pointed out, which I think is very cool and well worth a look, is the old, well, look, a bit of the timeline here. So let me zoom in there. We can see when they've built this house, they've put the brick chimney down, they've laid the bricks, and knowing they're going to have a fireplace here, they've then cemented over the top, and then they've laid this beautiful wallpaper over the top of the cementing that they've done. And then in later years, someone's come along with a different idea, a different pattern, different design of wallpaper, and they've laid the next one down, the next lot of wallpaper, straight over top of the old. And then someone else has come with a later idea, and well, look, I'll just pull that off. We're not going to do any damage. As I said, this house is in a state of disrepair. It's just going to have a match flicked in it at one stage. But you can see there the earlier paper, or the earliest paper, the middle section, the middle owners had a different idea, and then the last owners had another idea and put some different wallpaper on once again. And then I should say, or the very last owners then put the old horsehair plaster on it. So just fascinating when you see that sort of stuff. It sort of shows that timeline of history. Someone had a different idea every couple of decades and applied the new wallpaper on. It's just fascinating to see, and you can just imagine the history and the conversations and everything that took place in this room. It's really fascinating. So anyway, my love for these places is not just the coins and the relics that come out of the ground. It's also in exploring and imagining all the history, and as I said, the stories that took place in these wonderful old houses that we visit. So I just love it. Anyway, front to back, now let's get round onto the detector and let's see what else we can snag from the ground. Oh my god, I am super excited. I have dug so many cow tags in the past, look, probably upwards of 100, and I have pictures of them all. And look, all these old house sites that we go to, ideally, that's what I'm chasing. The old cow tags and the coins and anything else that comes out of the ground. Well look, we've had a great day. We got 4 out of here last week. We got 2 out of here this morning, or 3 out of here this morning I should say. I've got 2, Andrew's got 1. And to be honest, most of the house sites I've ever hunted, you only generally get about 4 to each side. Well, what are we up to now, Andrew? 8?
8 or 9.
8 or 9. Well, mate, I think this one being our next may make up for 2. So that we can just call it now number 10 now. And that is a brand new design that I've never, ever seen before. WS 688. Wow. Oh my Lord. There's some things out there that you find, you know, you just are speechless, and I tell you what, this is one of them. 10 metres away, I joked with Andrew. I said, oh, I think I got another cow tag. I dug it, and well, look, it wasn't. It was just a bit of rubbish walking 5 metres on, and I said, oh, hang on, 91 on the Equinox 900. That's a high signal. We could have another cow tag. I didn't think it was going to be. I just was joking around. But look at that. That is a stonker. How does a cow wear that round its head? Or around its neck? And look at that, there's barely any wear. So these were fixed with a bit of wire around the cow's neck, so they'd sort of hang in the they'd find their heaviest spot and hang, and it would actually wear a bit of a mark in the collar from it hanging around the cow's neck and swing back and forth over the years. But that one does not look like it's been worn at all for very long, because look at him, what a stonker.
And good neck.
Oh mate, I am super chuffed, absolutely amazed, blown away I am.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
Might get mine out to compare, eh?
Well, I was going to say, can we have a look at yours? Let's have a look at all of them. Let's bring them over here. This is amazing. What an amazing day. What an amazing sight. Oh, I'm loving life. I already was, but I'm loving life even more now. Oh my God. So there we go. Let's get them out in the sun, Andrew, because they look better out in the sun, mate. Sorry, yep. I'm mucking you around. Yeah, let's put them on the iron. Yeah, we got Cohen with us today too, running the Vanquish 540. I did not say that there before. He's just a learner. He's still learning. However, he's having a lot of fun. That's what it's all about. So, WS.
Got to stick the diamonds with the club.
The diamonds with the clover and a star. Hell, we've nearly got a full deck of cards, Andrew. Isn't that amazing? So. Hearts and a spade. And look, we don't have the others that we found there last week. However, they were similar in design. We had a couple of stars coming out. We also had a WC in a different design. But look, that's a common design, or not that common. But all these 3 here are brand new designs coming out today. And as I said, quite collectible. I have a few people that chase me down for these all the time. And as I said, they are very, very collectible. Very collectible, that's all I'll say. So amazing pieces. I've got 3, Andrew's got 1. We're having a killer of a day. BC Star, I tell you what, I could nearly put him into my collection too, mate. What a ripper. So awesome stuff. What did we say, 8 or 9?
8 or 9.
So we got 4 last week. 4 last week. Did we? 4 or 5? 5 last week, 4 today. That's 9. That's 9. And I said to you, there might even be 10 here. So look out. And I was a bit doubtful there to say that, you know, there might even be 10 here. Yeah, right. As I said, most house sites only contain about 4 or 5. 5 if you're lucky, but 4 is generally most common. But look, I have no doubt, well, we're going to go for the 10, mate. So we're going for 10, we're going for 20. We're going to pull 100 tags out of here. As the bloke had a lot of cows, that's for certain, and he was roadside grazing all of them, hence the registration cow tags. So let's keep going, a killer of a day. Who knows what we're going to find next? Well, there's some days you go out hunting and you have a great day, and then there's some days you go out hunting and you have an exceptional day. As you've seen, we just pulled a number 9 cow tag, and he was, let me have a look. We've got a little toy car wheel out of there, number 9 car, cow tag, the big guy, the big clover coming out from right here. We sat him up on the step over there, and we've walked literally a couple of metres. Well, you'll never guess what. Well, you probably will. We've got our next BC 211 cow tag registration. Oh my god. So there he is, number 10, guys, and that is unheard of. As I said, all the house sites that I've hunted in the past, and I've found well over 100 of these tags now, all different shapes, numbers, town, common, names. And I'll tell you what, I've never ever come across a house site where I've found 10 at one site. I haven't found all 10. Andrew's got a couple too, but that totals 10. This guy here is number 10 for this house site. Absolutely phenomenal. Look, I'm speechless. I'm blown away. There could be another 10 here. We don't know. And generally what I said to Andrew there the first day when we got here, I found the first tag and I said to him, mate, come over here, because where there's one, generally the others are not too far away. They're all within a sort of circle diameter of the first. Well, look, the first lot, or the first 5, come out from the front corner of the house there. Andrew then got another one around the front. We also got another one around the back, and now another 2 have come from the back of the house. So there's really no rhyme or reason where these guys are coming from, and we're just going to keep trying to pluck them out, because that is amazing. So, wow, number 10. As I said, some days are great, some days are even better than great, even with the wind and the rain in our face. Just awesome. We haven't been showing too many coins today. We've been too excited with the cow tags. Andrew's just found another 4 too, over on the tin there. And he's just went and put them in my pile. What a good bloke. So anyway, we've got our next coin though. We've been too busy on the cow tags, but we have pulled out a few pennies. That one being a 1921 Commonwealth. As you can see, Commonwealth of Australia with George on the back. An excellent little coin to find, and we're still in the rubbish. Still humming around, noisy man, still humming around where all the cow tags have been coming out, especially that last one, the last star, which is really, really cool. And the clover design, which, as I said to Andrew, all the cow tags that we've done, dug, that has to be my favourite. So you can tell because I'm even mixing up my words, I'm that excited still. Anyway, let's keep going, and who knows, maybe we could be onto another tag, number 11. Not a criminal? Awesome, we'll film this dig. He is a criminal. There we go. So we got Cohen here.
Tell you, mate, this guy's going to go to the bank and he's going to change the currency over. See what this
You might be 100 years late, mate. Any pennies we dig up, I don't know if the bank will take them. So I think we're down on our target now, Co, because he was only a shallow target. So we'll get the pinpointer out, mate. I'll give him a bit of a scratch around because I think we may have dug past. Yeah, so look at that. He's up in the plug there. We'll have a look what we got. Co's been on the pennies, one after the other. He's been loving it, and the last one he just got was an 1874 a seated English Britannia. Oh, there he is. He just threw him away. Part of the old aerial, maybe part of the antenna, or maybe part of an old handle. So, not what we want anyway, Co. I'll bag him for you. I'll bag him for you, mate. You just keep the pennies, you keep the good stuff. Co doesn't have a pouch on either, so all the good stuff goes in the pockets, the rubbish. Take the. He's got a 1921 Com penny and he's got an 1874 British English seated Britannia. So you take him to the bank, get your money, get your $1,000, cash him in.
You'll ask for $1 million.
$1 million. It's got to be a 1930 rare penny for that one. Let's keep going, see if we can find Co that next signal. I'll just show the audience here what we've got first. So just take your shovel away for a sec, Co. So we've got a really high signal there for Cohen to dig out next, and we're going to try and hopefully get a silver coin for Cohen, or even a cow tag, so he knows exactly where he is. Whatever you do, don't hit him. So he's going to dig down and see what we got. Cohen's got a few pennies, probably more pennies than anybody today. More coins than anybody. We've just been going on the cow tags, haven't we, Andrew? Loving it, loving it. So hopefully this is a cow tag for Co, or even another coin. Vanquish 542. This is Cohen's first day on a coin relic machine. Andrew's had him out in the goldfields a couple of times with the, what does he normally use, Andrew? 22. GPX Extreme, or the Extreme out in the goldfields Cohen uses. And they can be challenging, as a lot will know. So to get him on a coin relic machine today is really good. You see the target there, Cohen? See the side of him, mate. We don't want to hit him. See that there? So go over the back there, mate. Yep, perfect. And I reckon we're going to get him out of that.
Oh, mate, woohoo!
You're on video.
What do you got?
Oh.
What do you got? No, you're right, you're right, you're right. Oh, is it a cow tag? Oh, it's not.
Sink.
Sink plug.
It's a plug. It's a plug. Bugger. So there we go. With a bit of thread too. But look, those are ideally the targets you want to dig if you're chasing the cow tags. It is a brass item, this plug. So it would ring up just the same. High 80s, 90s on the 900, or if you're hunting with the 800 or even the Vanquish, you're looking for those high 20s, 28, 29, even up into the 30 range for the old cow tags. So what do you reckon about that one? Do you want me to pouch him? You don't want to carry that in your pocket. I'll throw him in the pouch, mate. We look like we need a new pouch too soon. He's just hanging by the thread. We tried to adjust him there before and I ripped off half the stitching, didn't I? So I best get in contact with Ed, get a few more pouches, but I will be sewing that one up for future as a spare. So awesome, let's keep going with Cohen. Oh, we should have let Cohen dig this next item out. He's not a coin, as you can see, however, a great old relic. We've got the old horse stirrup, all intact too. I just love finding these. I've got a couple at home, but generally they are bent. They've got a bit of a bend in the side and they're all wonky, so not ideal for putting your boot in and riding the horse down the paddock. But that is a great display piece and a great one to go into the collection. The old horse stirrup, what a ripper.
I don't think so.
I don't think it gets any better than this either.
Where'd you dig the stirrup stuff?
Yeah, I literally just dug the stirrup over there. Look, my pouch is all ripped. I don't want to put him in the pouch. He's gonna rip the last bit off. I'm just hanging by the last thread, as you can see. So I was gonna go put the stirrup over. Got another signal. Thought, oh, I'm gonna lose that if I walk to the house and back. You see, it's a little way away. Look what just come out. Number 11, and what a cracker! Oh my God, you did not make this stuff up. Just like the other day there hunting with Luke out on the sports oval, we had a cracker of a day once again. Well, and just like last week when we were here, we got 4 cow tags in an hour. We only had 1 hour to spare. We walked out here, we snagged 4 cow tags and we jumped back in the car and took off. What a cracker of a day. Huh, my God. Not only have I never ever found one of all these designs, but there is number 2 and there is number 11 cow tag from this site. Oh my God. Oh, better not forget me stirrup. Better take me stirrup and me tag. Put them with the rest. Tell you what, I'm getting greedy now, aren't I? Call me greedy for all I care. Luke the fluke. I'll have to agree with that some days. Let's go put him over and see how many more we've got. Let's go check out my darlings. Stirrup, tag, another tag, another tag, another tag, and another tag. Oh, we've been on a run. And as I said, I got 4 out of here just last week. So amazing, amazing. I'm going to be up at 200 tags that I've found very soon. And as I said, there's no rhyme or reason as to where they're coming out from around this house site. They're just all around the house, which is pretty uncommon. Generally, you find the hot spot of 1 tag and then the rest will come out in the exact same area. Oh, I'm ecstatic. I am ecstatic. It's 20 to 2 on the watch. We've technically still got about another half an hour to muck around on the detector, and then we must get out of here. Well, we're following suit with our next find, just like Cohen there, onto the coins, which is just awesome because not only is this just a coin for us to put in the pouch, but it is also our first seed at Britannia, our first English coin from this site. Cohen's got one before me, 1865 I think I can see, a seeded English Britannia, and we should be able to see a coin Victoria, a bunhead on the back. Just, there she is, a very, very well worn coin. So very, very cool. We have got a few coins today, however, it does not equal up to all the cow tags we've found. Number 11 just coming out there before, and as I said, they're probably some of my favourite pieces to target and locate at these wonderful old house sites. So, and who knows, there could be another 10 here to find. Well, I tell you, venturing away from the house site a little bit, down the paddock does pay off. Look at that, we're just pulling coin after coin now. We just got out a seed of Britannia, 1860 or 1865, 1856, and now our next coin being a little 1 penny, Commonwealth 1 penny, a full 1 penny. And funnily enough too, they've all been 1 pennies, all full pennies today coming out from this site. Must have been a rich man, he did not carry halves. Let's see though if he carried a couple of sovereigns or a couple of florins. Who knows, maybe even an old Gothic, because it's got the history for it, and some great history at that. With all the cow tags and coins coming out, I'm very hopeful to see what else we can find here for future. So there is those numbers that we've been chasing all day, and I'll tell you what, if I was to go get a cow tag off the back step there, sit him down beside this target, that's exactly what they sound like. So you can imagine my excitement when wandering across, finding this guy. Now let's go after him and give him a dig. And I thought I'd flick the camera on, because if it is another cow tag, even another clover type design, it doesn't matter what type of design it is, I'd like to catch him on camera. So, and keep it cool and interesting. Oh no, that's not a cow tag. If it is, it's only a bit of a one. But look, as I said, the copper, the brass items, those high tones is what I chase when out hunting these old house sites, and that's how you're going to snag the coins, the cow tags, and all those wonderful old items very, very quickly and easily amongst all the other rubbish. So good try, but no cigar this time. Let's see. We've got another probably 10-20 minutes to dig. Let's see if we can locate number 12. I highly doubt it, but you just never know. 'Tis the site for cow tags. Andrew's just got another one. Oh my God, and he just yelled out a new design once again. I thought I'd seen all the different designs that we had with the cow tags. Who knows, we may be able to write a new book. Oh no, I have seen this one before, Andrew. He is a Colac design, and quite a common design too at that. But that is the first Colac one to come out from this site. 1819. Not 1819 in a date, 1819, 1819 a registration number. So they did get a fair way up there, as you can imagine. 1819, a number cow. You know, they could have went all the way up over 2000, and then after that they started adding letters up the top, like an A or a B, and then running back through the numbers once again. Whoa, someone just turned on the light. Yeah. Daylight, so awesome. For anybody wondering too, no, we're not hunting near Colac. They do come out in all different areas. So, you know, I've found Cobden and Warrnambool, Camperdown tags, Colac tags, all throughout the Southwest District, and that is where you'll find them. They're a real Southwest District thing. So very cool, very cool. And not to mention though, we don't have the cool old dog tags that they have over in South Australia. No, we don't have any of those here in Victoria or the Southwest. So well done, Andrew. What's that? 2, 3?
3 I've got so far.
2 today, 1 last week. Yeah. Andrew's got 3 tags, and Andrew's first tag was just last week, and now look at him, he's a professional. He's just smashing them out. So awesome stuff, Andrew. Well, that sadly wraps it up for us today there, guys. We are going to get out of the wind and the cold and the rain and get home and get a coffee, and also go pick the boys up from school. So as you've seen, we've been hunting around the old house site here with the Equinoxes and also the Vanquish that Cohen's been running in the middle, the Vanquish 540. So we've dug a lot of rubbish, as you can see, which is quite common for the old house sites here. Bottle tops and you know, brass plates and copper items, even the old lead items. It's all the common culprits, and when looking for the coins and the relics. And as you can see, we did quite well today. We've got quite a few pennies out, which last time I think we only got 1 or 2 pennies out, and just the rest being 2-cent coins. And not too many silver coins either, that being our very first one. We have the little 1910 sixpence there. And we also have a few relics up the top, including the suitcase lock, the lock plate. We also found what I said to Andrew may have been a crude old snake buckle under the floorboards of the house, plus the awesome little 1870s handmade German Bennington marble, a little glazed marble, so quite strong, and not a glass, a glazed marble, so very, very cool. We also have the saddle maker's plate. He would have been fixed into the leather with the pins on the back, and we found quite a few of these in the past, and you can buff them up on the buffer and they turn out really, really nice. We also had the old Stirrup coming out, which is a cracker. I did hit him over the back there near my finger, and we took a bit of patina off him, but it still looks amazing, and I tell you what, you could use him today. So run through the pennies there very quickly. You can have a look at the dates. We only just got the one Britannia penny, the rest are Australian Commonwealth designs. So Not to mention the cow tags. As you can see, we've got 2 stars. BC, both of them, 198 and 211. We've got a WC over this side, 254, a registration number, and a couple down the bottom, both WS 686 and 600. So really, really cool. Just an exceptional day. And as I said, I was doing all that with the Equinox 900. So let's move over to Cohen's now and give you a bit of a look, and then we'll check out Andrew's. So Cohen was running the Vanquish 540 today. And look, we did give him a bit of a hand because it is his first day out on a coin relic detector. So he's done really well though. He's got a 102-year-old 1921 Commonwealth of Australia 1 penny there, and an 1874 English seeded Britannia over to the right hand side here with a bunhead Victoria on the back. So as I said, Co's first day out on the coin relic machine, and he's done it very, very well. Excuse the sniffles there. It is a very, very cold day. So lastly, we're going to check out Andrew's finds. He was running the Equinox 800, his favourite machine, and as you can see, he's found a couple of the old wonderful cow tags as well, this being his second one ever found. He got his first there just last week, and I'll throw a picture up top left corner and give you a look at the excitement on his face. He just had such a ripper day, just like today. So BC, low number 16, and once again in cracker condition. He also got the Colac one to the side, as you've seen, 1819. That is not the date, that is more the registration number, as I said before, and also a cracker piece. And look, a lot of people do try and chase down where I'm hunting. As I said there before, I am from Colac, but we are in the Southwest District today. We're near Colac, so these cow tags can pop up anywhere, BC, WS, even the Colac ones, and they're just amazing to find. So anyway guys, that is about it for us today. We will be back hunting again very soon, and I hope to see you there, and I look forward to seeing what else we can find at this old house site. Cheers and happy hunting, and also don't forget to hit that like, comment and subscribe button. Help support my Dig It Detecting channel for future. Cheers.